United Boxing Academy is proud to present 4 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Cato's Auto Body. Introducing our referee in charge of this bout, Rudy Berrigan. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing black trunks trimmed in red, white, and blue. He is hailing out of Kavala, Greece. He weighed in 143½ pounds. Tonight, he is making his professional debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Stelios Papadopoulos! His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks. He is training out of Broadway Boxing, Los Angeles, California. He weighed in 144½ pounds. His record, 2 wins, 3 losses, with both wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Isaac Puma Freeman. Once again, our referee, Rudy Berrigan, to give final instructions.
Well, welcome back, everybody. All-Star Promotions Battle of the Rising Stars as we get into our 7th or 8th fight of the evening here. And this is an interesting one with another pro debut in Stelios Papadopoulos against Isaac Freeman. Comes in 2-3 with 1 KO. So Isaac's lost his last 2. So here's a little bit of an opportunity for Papadopoulos to get his first win in his pro debut. Isaac Freeman fighting out of the red corner in the black trunks. Papadopoulos fighting in the red and black. Referee for the fight tonight, Rudy Berrigan. Wow, one thing I noticed right away, Papadopoulos is a big dude. He's got kind of a little bit of a reach, maybe advantage, and coming into pro debut looks very comfortable. Exchanging blows. Isaac Freeman a little more conservative coming out. He's got the experience. He had his last win out in Corona, California in 2015. But he's lost his last 2, as I said, so it could be a bit of a window for Papadopoulos to get his first win. Freeman working off that jab, trying to get a little bit inside of that sort of long reach that Papadopoulos is showing here. He's so far anyway giving Freeman a little challenge getting on the inside. Wow, Freeman, another combination, but again, Papadopoulos keeps moving back, dodging the action from Freeman, and then coming in with his own, sort of keeping Freeman back. A couple lefts coming around there, but no real connection on the punches. Freeman doing a good job of at least staying out of the way of. No, that was just a loss of footing there from Freeman. Ooh, final 10 seconds there in round 1. A lot of feeling out from both fighters. You get the sense maybe a little bit of mutual respect sort of from each, but I have to think that Papadopoulos, for him, that's a victory in round 1, just to be able to sort of hold his own, maybe score evenly with Freeman, and you know, kind of feel out his opponent here. His opponent's got a lot more experience, and you know, it's going to be difficult probably for Freeman to get inside. It looks like Papadopoulos got a good start here. Again, if you're joining us late, it's Ed Holmes, Battle of the Rising Stars, the Westin Bonaventure, downtown LA, and we've had some great matchups tonight. Still got a few great fights coming your way. We got Javier the Mongoose Montalongo coming up a little later in one of our main events of the evening. If we get into round two, we're going to see if Freeman's able to continue to push. He's going to have to push a little harder, though. Ooh, and comes out with a big effort, at least on a left-right combination, and they kind of wrap up. So Freeman obviously knows he's going to try to just get this done here. Papadopoulos showing excellent sort of stamina and just patience for a new guy. He seems to have the right instinct. He's punching at the right time. He's moving away. He's blocking, and fundamentally seems to be all there. Freeman trying to come in with a body blow, but again ineffective, as Papadopoulos just almost anticipating it coming in, and Freeman not able to get any damage. Ooh, that's going to be a good exchange for Papadopoulos as Freeman tries to come in, misses, and he catches him on the way out. Freeman did land a nice combination there, though, and now we're going a little blow for blow. Freeman able to at least slow Papadopoulos down a little bit here in round two. It seems that Freeman had his choice. He'd like to connect on body shots. He's trying to kind of wear him down on the body. Freeman now seeming to find his rhythm a little bit. I would say at the end, it looks like here of round two, the points are evening out as Freeman gets a little more comfortable. Papadopoulos continuing, though, to keep the center of the ring, sort of keep the pace. Nice exchange there, a point or two for each fighters as they go head and body shots. Now the fight seems to be evening up a little bit in contrast to round one. 10 seconds in round two, and it looks like now it's going to be up to Freeman to try to make some kind of move here, but unable to. Papadopoulos continuing to control the action, and again, you know, sort of if there was a theme of this evening, it's been that experience doesn't necessarily mean a victory. You know, you can have all the experience in the world, but when you get in the ring, it's one guy against one guy, and it comes down to heart, technique, things like that. And we've seen some really impressive debuts here tonight from people that must have had pretty good amateur careers. In fact, I know we had a guy earlier, he was 11-0 in his amateur career, so you know, a pro debut doesn't always mean a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. Here we go, round three coming up. Bonaventure Hotel, downtown Los Angeles. Easter weekend here with Ed Holmes' Battle of the Rising Stars, and we're in the midst of another great battle here. Stelios Papadopoulos trying to make his pro debut here tonight against Isaac Freeman. And although so far Papadopoulos seems to have a slight lead, Freeman hanging in there, and another nice exchange. And it looks to me that Freeman has adjusted his style a little, and now they're seemingly much more even, exchanging shot for shot almost. Papadopoulos getting a little love from his jab coming in. He's landed a couple, just kind of working off the jab. Freeman's pretty quick, but his speed is starting to slow down. I'm noticing a little bit of a change in his tempo here in round 3. Freeman coming in, trying to land some punches, gets a little bit of a body shot in, but Papadopoulos doing a very good job of fending that off, and I think winning this fight to this point. You can see a very even exchange from both guys. Both guys able to get some effectiveness from the jab, some body shots getting landed, but seemingly when one guy gets it going, the other guy sort of gets it going. And ooh, another little bit of Sugar Ray left hand motion, right connect, or vice versa, as they kind of see both guys trying to Papadopoulos, though, still doing a nice job of staying with it, keeping Freeman from finding his rhythm. And now in this final exchange, blow for blow, I would think Freeman at this point maybe starting to get a little frustrated. Trying to get in there, but Papadopoulos unable to show much weakness here. Ed Holmes, Battle of the Rising Stars. Round 4. And as usual, we've had some excellent fights this evening, excellent matchups. And we got more of the same coming up, as just around the corner we got Javier the Mongoose coming up here shortly, as well as Brian Jones and Alejandro Reyes coming up. Another good fight coming up here in a minute. But first, we got to figure this one out, folks, and it's a tough fight again to call here going into round 4. Papadopoulos in the black and red, making his pro debut. Final round here. Ooh, big exchange as they come out. Nice. Freeman, though, also coming back with some nice punches himself, and Freeman showing a little bit of a second wind here as he's throwing effective punches into the body. Nice exchange there again, trying to work off the jab. Both fighters evenly matched. Freeman showing a little bit of fatigue, but still very light on his feet. And for the first time in this fight, Papadopoulos starting to show a little fatigue in his footwork. Papadopoulos Papadopoulos' corner calling for him to follow it up. Papadopoulos throws a big left hand, doesn't connect. Freeman landing a right hand. We got a battle on our hands here, folks, halfway into round 4. It's pretty tough to call. Boy, I'll tell you what, if Papadopoulos had landed that right, Freeman might have gone down, but it misses, and now Freeman able to land a jab, but both fighters showing some fatigue now. Every time Freeman throws that right hand, Papadopoulos isn't where he thinks he's going to be, and it misses.
Back to the body, what are you waiting for?
40 seconds. It's going to be up to Freeman now to make his move. The punches just not showing the same intensity as they did in the first 3 rounds as these guys come down to the final 20 seconds. And really, either fighter could maybe win the fight here if they are able to do it. 10 seconds. Ooh, Freeman gets backed up a little bit. A last minute push by Papadopoulos. And he goes out swinging. Papadopoulos holding his hands up as if maybe he's won it. Freeman certainly feels he's won it as well, but you sort of have to think that Papadopoulos took that one down. Probably close to a unanimous decision for Papadopoulos, but we'll see what the judges finally say. But what a great matchup between these two fighters.
I'll let you know, Anthony.
Isaac Freeman, 27 years old, trying to come in off of a win in Corona, losing his last 2, training here in LA, you know, looking to turn that momentum around, make it 3-3 against Papadopoulos, who's making his debut in a big way here tonight. And looking strong. So we'll see what the judges think. I think Papadopoulos maybe edged it out. But you know, that's why I'm sitting here and the judges are sitting over there. We have certainly seen this evening, though, that experience doesn't always mean the victory by any means. Good sportsmanship now from Freeman coming over and congratulating everybody in Papadopoulos' corner. And that's one thing that's been consistent through Ed Holmes and the Battle of Rising Stars through the 2.5 years I've been involved is the sportsmanship is absolutely top-notch. I've never seen one instance where it's been any other way. Let's take it up to Jim Fitzgerald now in the ring for our final decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges ringside scored about 38 to 38, a draw.
Well, there you heard it. A little bit of a mixed reaction from the crowd. But we have a draw, and that's how it goes in boxing, folks. So both guys will take the draw on their records and move on, as Papadopoulos still undefeated and yet still winless. We'll be back.